Okay, this one's a video about differentiating sec, cosec and cot. All of these use the quotient rule. All of these use the fact that if you differentiate sine, you get cos, and if you differentiate cos, you get minus sine. If you need to recap those, look at previous videos. But the ideas are very, very similar. They're very repetitive. And let's just go into it. Differentiation of sec. Remember the sec is 1 over cos. That's from the previous video. Apply the quotient rule. Applying the quotient rule all 3 times here. 1 is u. Cos x is v, u dash v minus v dash u over v squared gives you that, well, one of them just becomes 0 and the other one just becomes sine x. So you get sine x at the top, cos squared x at the bottom. Break that down into sine over cos as one part of it and 1 over cos as the other part. If you multiply those two fractions that I've got together, you get back to sine x being over cos squared x. Sine over cos is tan, and 1 over cos is sec. So the final answer, sec x tan x. Dot product, you notice that I've used there just because like times it would be a little bit confusing there, but times sine would be a bit confusing there. It's cool, it just means multiplying that particular case. Sine over cos squared, I hope you're comfortable with the idea that sine over cos dot 1 over cos is this, that when you multiply top and bottom, you get back to where you started. Cosec, exactly the same process, just 1 over sine. This time it plays out with a minus cos over sine squared x. Well, cos over sine is tan. Cos over sine, apologies, is cot. Because obviously cot is just it's the reciprocal of sine. So it's reciprocal of tan. I'm sorry, I made 2 mistakes there. Can I just recap that? Cot is the reciprocal of tan. So if tan is sine over cos, cot is cos over sine. That's why I can go from minus cos x sine squared x. I just take one part of it to be cos over sine, and then the other one is going to be 1 over sine. Cos over sine is cot, and 1 over sine is cosec, which is another thing that we picked up from last time. Remember, cosec's definition is 1 over sine. The minus sign goes in the front. Last one, cot x. To be fair, you could just do this as 1 over tan x, and just do it like that, and that could probably be an easier way of doing it, but I've done it this way. The only thing that's interesting here is that you've got both of these minus sine squared and minus cos squared are both negative. Factorize out the minus 1, then you've got minus 1 times sine squared plus cos squared, but that's just 1. So you end up with minus 1 over sine squared x, so you get minus cosec squared x. Those are your 3 identities. I hope they're pretty easy. What I would do if I were you, if you're finding any of these too confusing, is actually just do them yourself. I hope that makes sense.